Third Phase Moon, Blake Cousins here, going over incredible imagery from Soho. They're at it again, and we got it for you. Plus, incredible call-ins to our Friday's radio show in regards to a possible alien abduction and missing time, and also a boy and his grandfather's evidence found in his closet that might reveal the smoking gun evidence we've been waiting for. But before we get to that, you got to take a look at this video. Again, this came into our Facebook feed, and what are we looking at? Zooming by the sun. You lay your comments below, because I got a feeling this is something big. Very big. We are zooming in on this craft of whatever it is, and there seems to be some kind of dispersions. Take a look at this. As we do this pause frame here off this video coming in from Soho, what is this? Next to this massive craft, it almost looks something out of a major sci-fi fantasy blockbuster movie. But let me tell you, this is the real deal, people. This is the real deal, and whatever is being captured by NASA, they need to tell us right now. They need to tell us the truth, that we are not alone in this universe, and we are being visited by something beyond comprehension. All right, take a look at this. The plasma within this streak of light. I don't think it's any kind of satellite, a planetary system in the background. I don't think so. This is something foreign, a new object within our solar system. And whatever it is close to the sun. And with this kind of heat, anything would melt under this kind of immense heat coming off the sun. Radiation would kill anybody or any kind of life as we know it, but there might be some kind of protective barrier around this massive craft. Whatever it is quite amazing. Now let's get to Friday's radio show, and hold on, it's going to be a wild ride. Check it out, people. We're back. We're live. Blake Cousins here, Third Phase of Moon. Welcome back, world. We are taking your calls in regards to the UFO phenomenon happening right now. Have you witnessed a UFO? Have you been abducted by aliens? We want to know. We want to hear your story right now, tonight. Live, Third Phase Moon Radio. We're doing it. The number to call in is 347-934-0378. The number to call in tonight. We have a caller that's been trying to get in touch with us for a few weeks now right here on our Facebook. So we're going to get to this caller, and I'm glad we finally get to have him right here on Third Phase of Moon. Welcome to the show. Where are you calling from? What's your name? Area code 919. You're live.
Yeah, North Carolina.
All right. Your name, sir?
Ron.
All right, Ron, you reached out to us on our Facebook. You said you wanted to share something with us. I'm glad you're here. We're live. What do you want to tell the world tonight?
Something that happened to my son last Saturday night was he lives in Asheville, North Carolina. He was driving from Charlotte, where his girlfriend lives, and he was driving home. And he don't believe in UFOs that much, but he called me about 1 o'clock in the morning and woke us up. And if he calls, it's usually something important. And he told me the quick story was that he was driving home. He was on 64, driving along, and he happened to he's got his phone on the window with one of those things, and he's going to put a video up. And he said he noticed it took a couple of seconds longer than normal for it to load. He said, and he looked down, all of a sudden he realizes he's on a 2-lane road now, and he's starting to see all this construction, and he doesn't understand, couldn't figure out. First he's on a 4-lane highway. He said he never got up a 64. And now he's on now he's up in the mountains, like 100-some miles from where he was. And he was kind of mad because he thought he'd get home soon. Now it's going to take him another hour and a half to get home. He called me up. He said, Dad, I can only tell you, I think I was abducted. And I said, what? And he said, he told me that story. He said exactly pretty much how I told you. And I said, is there any different? Did you see any lights in it? He said, no, I was just going I was going on 64. And all of a sudden, like I said, I put a video on, and next thing I know, I look down, I'm on a 2-lane road. I never got off of it. He says, and then he actually hit the GPS to try to get back on 64. That's where he realized he's hundreds of miles from where he was, and he's up in the mountains someplace. I don't know if you've heard of stories about the Brown Mountain lights and stuff. That's about near that area. And that's just the other story I was going to share with you.
Well, excellent start off to Third Phase Moon Radio. somebody was abducted, and all of a sudden they're 100 miles away from exactly. They have no idea what went down. This was your son, you say?
Yeah, it's my son, and actually, I never forgot to tell you he said about an hour of time was gone. He couldn't account for.
And you trust your son. He's not pulling something over your head. You believe your son. What do you make of this?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a UNC graduate. Actually, he's going back to college. He's a level-headed gentleman. He doesn't really believe that much in UFOs. I think he's changed his mind. He did not make this story up, and he does not call mom and dad at 1 o'clock in the morning unless it's something serious.
Yeah, that would be something you'd call home to mom and dad about. Definitely when we have our UFO experiences. I know my brother and I definitely call, our parents. They're the first ones we go to because trust your parents in regards to this. So was there any kind of implants, maybe any kind of scars on his body left behind? You might want to check on that.
I told him that. I said the first thing you want to do is, when you get home, he was shaking. He said I pull over after I realized what happened. After it took him a few seconds exactly to figure out. After he put the GPS and everything on to find out he thought he says I said did you get off a ramp? He says no. I was on 64, a 4-lane highway. 2 seconds later, I'm on this 2-lane road with road construction and didn't know where I was. Then when I found the GPS, I'm up in a mountain someplace. He says, I didn't know where I was. I thought I'd be able to put the GPS and just get back on 64. And he said now he was mad because it's going to take him another hour and a half now to get home. Then he realized an hour of time had lapsed that he couldn't account for. And like I said, he says, I didn't know. I'm shaking. I don't know who to call. I had to call you, Dad. I said, that's fine. I'm glad you did.
Wow. Let me ask you. So he really didn't see any kind of craft or anything. Could this have been some kind of maybe rip in time, an interdimensional jump? Is there any military bases close by?
I don't really know. It's Asheville, North Carolina area, and the mountains in that area. I don't know if there's a military base around there, but no. I asked him. I said, "Was there any bright light or anything?" He said, "No. It's exactly how I told you. I was driving along, and then next thing I know, I'm on a 2-lane. 2 seconds later, I'm on a 2-lane road. He thought it was a couple seconds past." And he said, now I'm on this 2-lane road driving, and no, he doesn't make these stories up ever. He said, I realized I'm on this 2-lane road. Now I thought I could put the GPS, get back on the 64. Then he found where he looked on the GPS where he was at. He's hundreds of miles from where he was. He said, how can I have gotten there? It's impossible. And he says, and I just want to let you know that I can't explain this except the fact that I think I was abducted. And it was no lights, no nothing. He says it was just like boom, and then he's back to where he was, and his car's back on this road, and he doesn't realize how he got there. And he doesn't do drugs or nothing like that. And he says, I just have no idea how I got where I was at. And he says, I just had to call you. And I said, Nick, I said, when you get home, check your body to see if there's any kind of, marks of any sort. Look, get mirrors and stuff. He said none whatsoever he found, although I've heard implants have been implanted in people with no scars whatsoever.
We got to get Nick on the phone. If you could reach out to Nick, maybe what's he doing tonight? Can you get him in tonight? Can you reach out to him, tell him to share his story, his experience? We sure like to get him on.
I'll give him a call, see if he can call you. I think he's home right now. I know he's back in college again, but this is Saturday, so he's probably at home. He usually stays up.
Wow, we got about 45 minutes. If you can reach out to him, get back to me. We have your area code. What area code should I look for from your son? If you call
okay, it's going to be the same area code because he's got a cell phone.
Great. Okay, you go get your son, see if we could get him on the phone because that would be an amazing closer to Third Phase of Moon. This is an incredible opener right now. Some kind of jump in time, a rip in space. What happened to Nick? What happened over that hour? And 100 miles from where he was, and he couldn't recall where he was. We got to get Nick. Hopefully we could get him on the line. Ron, Nick's dad, just called in. So this is quite amazing. Everybody stand by. Blake Cousins, Third Phase of Moon. This is live. We'll be getting back to more callers as well. Stand by, everybody. Third Phase of Moon, Blake Cousins. We're back. We're live taking calls from around the world. And we hope Ron could get his son back on the show. We have Ron still standing by. We'll see if we could get his son on. Okay, let's get to some other callers while we're waiting. Let's get to it. We want to get some good UFO stories tonight. Area code 317. Welcome to the show. Where are you calling in from? 317, you there? Going once. Going twice.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, sure. Hello. Hi.
Just listening in, Blake, but keep it up.
Hey, thanks a lot. No problem. Let's get to some callers. Appreciate the shout-outs here. See if we could get some new information. First-time callers, possibly. Area code 213. You're on.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? You got something new you want to share tonight? Where are you calling in from?
Not really, just from the Los Angeles area. Just a little mind blown on Ed's recent video. It opens your mind.
Hey, thanks a lot for calling in. Yeah, check Ed's videos are mind blowing. If you ask me, we all scratch our heads when we look at Ed's videos. That's for sure. What are we looking at? Is this some of the best evidence in UFO history, or could be this some kind of, Hollywood hoax? I'm not exactly sure. It's hard to see any deception in Ed's videos. We look at it very closely, and we're trying to see if there's any kind of manipulation. We see none. So that's what's quite amazing. Thanks for the caller. Let's get to more callers right now. Area code 845. We are live on Third Phase of Moon. Welcome to the show.
Rockland County, New York, just stepped in to say what's up, man. Love is love, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for the shout-out. Thanks for the shout-out. Let's get to it. It's raining cats and dogs right here in Hawaii right now. It's coming down. Feels good. It feels good. Area code 281. We're live. Welcome. Where are you calling in from? 281. You there? All right. Okay. Moving along. We got so many callers in. 417. You got something to say tonight?
Hey, bud. How are you doing?
Doing good. Where are you calling in from?
We calling from Lubbock, Missouri, and we was cleaning. I got some stuff I wanted to say because I never believed into UFOs until I heard your radio station and watched your videos. And so this is a story that will blow your mind. My grandfather, he was a veteran for the government, and we have papers that deals with UFOs and actual documents saying that they actually had talked to aliens and all that, and government secrets that we don't know.
Sure. So, what kind of paperwork does your grandfather have? Where's this evidence? Where is this evidence?
Do what?
So your grandfather, is he still alive? Is he still alive?
My grandfather died a couple of months ago, but we have all of his records from the government that talking about certain things about aliens and certain events that's not happened yet. And we was wanting to listen to you on your radio station, on your thing.
Sure. Okay, so you have in your possession right now, from your grandfather. Okay, phones are ringing. Take that. Okay, let's get some more information. You have paperwork from our U.S. government that has statements in there that are saying that we're not alone. What do we got here? How can we see this stuff?
We have the papers, like a lot of the papers and things on his computer and all this stuff, and we're hoping that the government don't bust our door or the men in black come and get it, but this is information that will blow your mind once you get a chance to hold of these. I didn't believe it until I looked at it.
All right. Okay. So how are we going to get? What blew your mind? First off, what's in
basically what the government plans for us? Like one of okay.
Hello, you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can send it to you through mail or something where you can see what kind of stuff where you can explode it.
Please do. My contact information, get my email. It's on my About page on my YouTube channel. And then send me what you got. We got to get it out. And then also, once we have your email address, we'll be staying in correspondence with you. So we could go over this evidence that needs to be shared with the world. Does the world need to see this? What have you seen that makes us so important?
It's just what the government's planning and what secrets that they have that they don't want us to know. It's out there. We have it. And we just want to give it to you before something happens, because it's something that deals with the weather and our future.
All right, man. Keep in touch. Proceed with emailing me the information right now. Go. Do it. I'm getting to other callers because I want you to get to work, because if it's that important, you're on it right now, and you're archiving this, and you're going to send this to me right now, sir. All right. We're going to bring back Ron. Ron, any luck with bringing your son in tonight?
He hasn't. I sent him a text on my other phone, and I haven't got any answer back.
All right, Ron, we'll stand by for that. We'll stand by. Hopefully we get that area code calling in. Hopefully he calls in. Let's see. We got some new callers in. Let's see what we got. Area code 713. We are live. Third Phase of Moon. Tell you what, stand by. We're going to take a quick break, and we are going to get back to the callers. This is Third Phase of Moon. Stand by.
5